Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a subject that, let's be honest, can feel pretty intimidating: personal finance. But let's reframe that. Instead of thinking of it as a bunch of boring rules, think of it as your own personal toolkit for building the life you actually want to live. It's really all about empowerment. So let's dive right in.
Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty of budgets and savings and all that stuff, we have to start with the most important question of all, which is, why? Why are we even bothering with any of this?
And I'm serious. Just take a second here and really think about it. What does that phrase, the good life, actually mean to you? Is it traveling the world? Is it feeling secure about your family's future? Maybe it's finally starting your own business. Whatever your answer is, that is the foundation for this whole journey.
You see, for most of us, whatever that big dream might be, it needs a certain level of financial stability to get off the ground. It all comes down to having the freedom and the flexibility to make choices that actually line up with your goals. It's kind of like planting a tree, right? You're planting the seeds of good financial habits today so you can watch your future grow into something amazing.
Now, let's take that dream and ground it in the real world. Because the financial world our parents, or heck, our grandparents had to navigate, it is a very different beast than the one we're all facing today.
And here's the absolute heart of the matter. The old safety nets, they're just not what they used to be. That idea of working for one company your whole life, getting a gold watch and retiring with a comfy pension, yeah, for most people, that's just not reality anymore. The game has totally changed.
The responsibility has completely shifted. Today, building a secure financial future falls squarely on our own shoulders. It's a huge, huge change, and it's exactly why understanding this stuff has gone from being nice to know to absolutely essential. So, what does money even represent to us? Well, get this. A massive majority, 80% of people, see it as power. And that's the power to make your own calls, the power to shape your own life, and maybe even the world around you.
And right on the heels of that, 75% say money means freedom. The freedom to walk away from a job you hate, to live where you've always dreamed of living, to chase a passion. See, it's not just about the numbers in your bank account, it's about what those numbers unlock in your actual life. All right, so we've pretty much nailed down the why. Now let's start building your toolkit with the what. We're just going to demystify a couple of key terms that are really the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. First up, personal finance. It sounds so formal and complicated, right? But really, it's just this: the act of managing your own money. That's it. It's every single decision you make, from how you spend it, to how you save it, to how you make it grow.
Which naturally leads us to personal financial planning. Now, this is where the big idea turns into real action. Think of it as creating your roadmap. You're defining those goals we talked about, and then you're building the specific, step-by-step strategies to actually get there.
And I want you to let this one sink in. It's not just one way to do it, it's the best way. A plan is what transforms wishful thinking into a concrete path you can actually walk. It gives your money a mission.
So let's do that right now. Let's move from theory to action. How do you actually get started with a plan? Well, it all begins with your very first goal. And I mean, think about it like this. If you get in a car without a destination, you're just driving. You're burning gas and going nowhere. Financial goals are your destination. They give you the direction and the motivation for every single financial choice you make.
And your goals can be those big, life-changing milestones. Maybe for you, it's buying your first home. Or maybe it's building a college fund so your kids can graduate without a mountain of debt. Or maybe it's the ultimate goal for so many people, reaching total financial independence, where your money is doing the work for you.
But here's the thing. You don't get there in one giant leap. Nope, you break it down. You have that long-term vision, that 30-year goalpost way out in the distance, and then you create these short-term goals. Things you can knock out in the next 12 months. Those are your stepping stones, and those small wins, well, they build some serious momentum.
So, what's a practical way to plan for those goals? Here's a fantastic 5-step framework. First, you gotta have a budget. You need to know where your money is actually going. Second, set a real savings goal. Give every dollar a purpose. Third, attack your debt. That's what frees up your future income. Fourth, stay in the loop on what's going on in the world, because things are always changing. And finally, number 5, don't be afraid to use a financial planner when you need a guide.
And please, remember this. The real key to all of this is being flexible. Your plan is not meant to be carved in stone. Life is going to happen. Surprises pop up. The point is to create a living, breathing document that you check in on and adjust as you go. That kind of adaptability is what builds a truly solid financial future.
So let's wrap this up where we began. I'm going to rephrase that first question. It's not what does the good life mean to you anymore. Now it's what was your financial goal. See what I did there? By using the past tense, we're making the assumption you've already set one. So, what's that first step you're going to take today to make it happen?